Now, remind us,
That's right.
what happened to your lung that year?
Random. It was just a random. Toby Brohlin had a bad day.
Mm.
Uh, Felt fine when I got up. Went to work. All of a sudden, had a pain in my back, just like my back needed to pop. Tried to sit in a chair, pop my back. Tried to have some of my employees at the time pop my back. We just couldn't get it to pop. Uh, Went to the chiropractor, got adjusted. They said they felt like I had a rib out of place or something.
Mm-hmm.
No big deal. I'd had back pain before, and the breathing was just, it felt like back pain, hard to breathe. Did that for 2 days, then went another morning to get adjusted. And the chiropractor was like, I feel like it's a rib, but if you're not breathing better and don't feel like you can breathe, don't hesitate. Go and get checked out just to make sure. Went back to work, and that afternoon I'd kind of started a dry cough thing. So I decided, oh, it hurts like hell. I'm going to go and get checked out. And they took chest x-rays and figured out that my lung had completely collapsed, rushed me to the hospital. I was in ICU for damn near 10 days. When I got there, they told me that I was basically 2 hours. And
You were 2 hours
no
from
rhyme or
Is that what
reason.
you
I
said?
didn't meet any of the.
You broke up. You were 2
What's
hours
that?
from death. Is that what it was?
That's what they told me. I was within 2 hours of being dead. One lung was completely collapsed, and all of that air was pushing against my esophagus, my heart, and everything else. So they didn't even have time to call an anesthesiologist in. They just got me in there, split me open, put a chest tube in, and stuck my ass in ICU.
So what did they do? You were awake for all this?
Yeah, I literally had to go in and grit my teeth and hold my arm up like this, and they cut between two ribs and stuck about an inch. I call it a garden hose. Stuck about an inch wide garden hose up inside, and because all that air was just
seeping
floating around in there, they had to pull it out.
They say it's one of the most painful things you can do is a chest tube.
Was it instant relief whenever they stuck that tube in there?
No, that's a myth.
It's not.
They told me it was gonna be.
It's not like
they told me it was gonna be. They're like, oh, we'll get this chest tube in, and they didn't really say it was gonna be instant relief. They said the chest tube was gonna suck. Like I said, I had morphine and all that stuff. I was in ICU. I think it was 10 days, and I mean it sucked the whole time. I was miserable. Every 2 hours, I didn't have like a morphine button, but if there was a clock on the wall, I could sleep, and 22 seconds before my 2 hours was up, I was pushing that damn button for the nurse to come give me my shot.
Jesus.
But they told me when they took it out that it would be instant relief. When they took mine out, I still couldn't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Still felt like shit. They sent me home, put me on, I think I was on 100% oxygen at home for, I don't know, it was a long recovery time. I was on 100% oxygen at the house. Then I ended up with pneumonia. So it was a one thing after the other, and finally got me all cleared up, and I think I'm back to normal. But I will say that it's definitely, I don't have the stamina, like when I'm calling ducks or geese, I don't have the air pressure or the stamina that I once did. And honestly, man, I mean it's terrifying when you try to go and you go through something like that. You go to the gym after and try to work out, or anytime you're short of breath, freaks you smooth the hell out,
So what do they know what caused the lung to collapse?
I didn't meet any of like their criteria. I don't smoke. I'm not tall and lanky. There are I guess there are people that are more prone to it than others.
Yeah.
I didn't meet any of that. It was just an unlucky day. I didn't have a car accident or anything. There was no trauma. It just collapsed.
What the fuck?
No rhyme or reason.
Jesus. So you see it in the movies, they got like a punctured lung and they stick it in there and you hear the air coming out and like they're breathing normal. So I didn't know if that's how it was with you. So they just said they pumped you full of morphine and you just grit your teeth and they cut.
Oh no, I wasn't lucky enough to get the morphine until afterwards. When I got to the hospital, it was literally like one of those old episodes of like the 911 TV show. I didn't have any less than a dozen doctors with me the whole time for 10 days. They said, we don't have time to get an anesthesiologist here. Do you want the priest to come and pray with you? And I'm like, what the hell? And that's when they told me, you will be dead within 2 hours. We've got to get this done. And so literally no they did not numb me. I didn't get lucky enough for that. They just made me hold my arm up and split me right between two ribs, shoved that damn thing in there. And let me tell you this, I thought I was having trouble breathing before they cut my ass. I thought I was going to die right there on the table, and they thought I was too, I guess.
Some people are like, just fucking kill me now. Give me something to make me go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I mean, you probably have a high pain tolerance. Like, you're fucking tatted from head to toe. So, I mean, your pain tolerance has got to be light years ahead of mine or Jeff's.
I don't know about all that. I mean, I know it hurt like hell. And it's terrifying, you know?
And when they say, do you want us to bring the priest in? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I just had a back pain an hour ago. That's all it was.
Yeah. Well, and the worst thing was like the paramedics that drove me to the hospital, because I was working in Canyon, which is about 30 minutes from Amarillo. And I was managing a restaurant. The night before, we had an event there. The paramedics were at this event. We were drinking cold beer the night before. So when they come, I'm sitting up. The doctor at the little minor emergency was like, we just need you to stay calm. This is what's going on. Well, yeah, try to stay calm. Yeah. They tell you your lungs collapsed. Yeah. But the paramedics were like, man, I promise you it's not that big of a deal. They don't see this all the time like we do. They didn't put oxygen on my ass until we got into Amarillo. We were just sitting there shooting the shit, talking. They didn't start an IV. They didn't know how big of a deal it was until they got there. They told me, oh, they'll get you on oxygen. You'll probably be home tonight. It's, relax. So that's my mindset. And then when I get there and it's, doctors everywhere, you want the chaplain to come pray with you, things turn really quickly. And the paramedic walked by and they saw the x-ray of my lung collapse. They're like, yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. Forget what I said. You're going to be here a while.